Once upon a time, there was a war to end all wars. More than anything else, we all wanted to be heroes. But it would be many years before any of us were old enough to leave home. So if we were going to fight the good fight and face the villain, we'd have to do it right here in Jessup. None of us ever dreamed that playing at heroes was a dangerous game. A very dangerous game. Of course, the world was bigger then. Or maybe we were just smaller.
Kitty! Another bath!
Coming, Dad!
Lordy, lordy. The smell of burning filled the startled air. No, soak up. Can't leave White's Landing without humble pie. Kitty, leave that and get me some water.
Evening, doggy. You're late tonight.
Shifting stores for your lot. I'll buy you a drink.
Only one. The company's on manoeuvres tomorrow.
Off you go, Kit. Don't dawdle.
She's scared of going down the alley.
I am not. I want the best loaf, that's all.
All Wick's loaves are best loaves. Honey, love, we might be dropping her stitches. Tell her Noel won't be long. It's midnight for me. Near the mournful midnight hour.
Weeping on his bed has sate. You're silly, Dad.
Can I stay till they're done?
So you can eat them.
Only one.
Dougie, stables are on fire!
Kitty, bag us some doors, get some help. Noel, get the brigade. I'll get the horses.
David's stables are on fire.
The horses. Dougie, get out of here.
Get away! Right out of it!
Easy, boy, easy! Easy, boy!
That's a mere.
You kids, get away!
time. Miss Mayor, please. Come on, you two. You're slower than schoolboy. Bad business, Mr. Hedges. Are all the horses out? Yes! Your uniform. Right, got the hose on. Hurry back. Your uniform, Mr. Wicks. Move them, Mr. Mayor. We can't get our hoses in.
All right, people, everybody back. Back, please. Back. Come along, Mr. Marwick. Set an example.
More pressure there, Stack!
I suppose it's our friend again.
I saw the man who listened.
Bella!
Where did you get this coat?
I didn't find it here.
Where?
Under the boardwalk. I went for a pee and it was stuck in the blackberries.
Hidden?
Sort of.
Right. I'll have this. You! Get off to school! Move!
He had a red thing on his head.
A balaclava?
Yes. And he had a funny way of running.
How do you mean?
Like a horse.
Are you sure someone started it, Sergeant?
Motor spirit, Mr. Wicks. Same as last time.
Thank you, Irene. Let's open up our lungs. Now we will stretch our minds. Arithmetic.
Sir!
Yes, you found your voice, Taylor.
We got swimming today, sir.
This afternoon, if you behave. Arithmetic.
Kitty, you're late.
I know, Wicks. I'm glad to see you reading the newspaper. Arithmetic.
Sir! The British have captured Neuve Gapel.
New Chappelle, Miller. Now that's here. But you see, it's not a real advance. Arithmetic. Quickly.
Sir, please, sir. Did you see the fire, sir? Why did they cover up the horse's eyes?
So they wouldn't see the flames.
But they could still hear them, sir.
The horse's brain works differently. Smaller than the human brain, for one thing.
Your head's a bigger, sir.
Yes. But the cranial cavity is much larger. And you'll learn about that when you get to college.
I'm not going to college.
We'll see. All right. Arithmetic later. Yay! But I ask myself, are you old enough for Miss Perez?
Yes, sir.
Wicks, ask her to step down. You help him, Miller, and be polite. She's used to ceremony.
Quit shoving! Shouldn't wear shoes, Wicks. Slow you down.
Please to come in.
Thank you, no, Frau Staffel. I only need one moment in connection with my daughter.
Oh, yes, Irene. Oh, she has skill so much. And feeling.
Irene will not be coming back for lessons. She'll be going away from Jessup to a private school. Good morning, Frau Staffel.
This is Miss Perez. She apologizes for her state of undress.
Is that really her name?
Certainly, Miller. I first met her on an Amazon River steamer. She was a singer with the Spanish opera, but she threw herself into the river for hopeless love of an Italian tenor.
Did she drown, sir?
The piranhas ate her. They stripped her clean. And I bought her from the captain for 7 shillings.
It's not true, sir.
Well, it's a kind of truth, Kitty. But look at the capacity of her skull. Now, a horse's brain wouldn't be any bigger than my fist, but I can get 2 fists in there.
Mr. Hedges!
Mrs. Bolton. Captain Nemo welcomes you aboard, ma'am.
Thank you.
Now, can we help you, Mrs. Bolton?
The Belgian Relief Fund has agreed to our doing my patriotic pageant. And children, this is especially gratifying. Mr. Jobling, our Member of Parliament, will attend.
Hooray!
Thank you. Now we must throw ourselves into it. Arms folded. Irene Chalmers, you will be Britannia, the most important part. Brave and beautiful.
Yes, Mrs. Bolton.
Kitty, you are gallant little Belgium.
Thank you, Mrs. Bolton.
Now New Zealand. Wicks, you. New Zealand, heart of oak. Now, Miller, stand up. You can be the Kaiser.
I don't want to be the Kaiser, Mrs. Bolton.
Don't argue with me, Miller. Pull a face.
I can't, Mrs. Bolton. Mrs. Bolton, I'll be the Kaiser. I can pull faces. New Zealand's got to be taller, anyway.
Come here, both of you. Smile, let me see your teeth. Yes, all right. But you'll have to clean yourself up, boy. New Zealand doesn't have dirty hair.
I need a moment, Francis.
Yes, dear.
Well, it's done. The woman is got rid of.
No fuss.
What fuss could there possibly be?
And the other thing that...
Yes, that's all done. Perhaps, Lillian, some tea? Now, Francis, we must talk about some other sort of schooling for Irene. Away from this town where mad people light fires and children go to school without any shoes.
She's happy here, Anne.
Happiness is not the measure, but proper company and civilized behavior. How do you know we won't be set on fire?
Oh, he'll be caught. It's a matter of time. There's no danger, Anne. Irene's doing well at school, and Hedges is supposed to be a good teacher.
Oh, he's clever, no doubt, but the Irish can never be gentlemen.
Anne...
In any case, our daughter is at school with the children of butchers and bakers. Is that what you want?
Not so fast.
Remember, girls, walk like ladies. Melba, Jude, keep in line.
Watch out for eels! You've got piranha! You'd make a good skeleton, Irene Chalmers.
Pay no attention, girls. Who's that whistling? Ladies don't whistle.
Not till I get there, don't go in.
Shouldn't wear shoes, Wicks.
Something in that.
Sir, someone's put a sign out. Keep out.
Where?
Over here, sir. They can't do that, can they, sir?
Cheeky devils know they can't. Pull it out. Ma! Ma! there again! Those brats from the school have pulled the sign down.
Close the curtains. I cannot bear the light. I took them. You can't shoot people. Edgar! There is a very simple way of dealing with them.
Naga. And. Out and back. And out and back. And out. Stop that, Edith! And out. Keep it time, little one. And out and back. And out. Kitty! Kitty, come back here! You're out of your depth! And don't swim like that, swim like this! Irene, that's vulgar! I never thought I'd see you floating like that! And out and back.
Power, push me! Push me away!
Sir, can we do it, guys?
Who's first? Miller! Much better. Well, you took your time. Did you see a mermaid down there? Right, Wicks. So make your hand into a paddle and pull it down behind your body and up again, and the other one the same. So I want you to think of your feet as propellers and your arms as paddles.
Sir?
So you're a...
I'm cold, sir.
All right, we'll get changed then. All right, is there any more for diving?
Whoops. Did you see it? Yeah, what was it? I don't know. Sir, someone's stolen our clothes! Sir, stop! Shoe! Sir, this is the path to Marwick's.
School teacher's coming.
Trespassing, school teacher.
You stole my boy's clothes. I'll have them back. Who says I stole them?
It's all right, Edgar. I'll deal with this. Yes, Mr. Hedges. We have the clothes, and we'll keep them until I have a guarantee from you that you'll keep your rabble of town boys away from my land.
The court awarded access to the river. The pools are vested in Jessup.
I'm not interested in courts. Stay away from my land, or you and your riffraff can slink home through the bushes.
There'll be no slinking, Mrs. Marwick. Boys! Where are my redskins?
I have seen naked children before, Mr. Hedges. Chase them away, Edgar.
It's Fred. I put him in my pocket. Mr. Hedges, we found the clothes.
All right, get off him, behind the fence. You'll pay for this, Hedges.
Pinky, pinky, parlez-vous. Mark stole our clothes. We danced in the nutting. Knocked our over.
Mr. Hedges, keep your boys in order.
School's out, Mrs. Bolton.
Hey, Wicks.
Hello, Kitty. Have you been practicing? Hello. Really? I just thought I'd come and say hello. Kitty won't play if I stay. I've done the Mozart. do not know. Oh, Irene. Your mother came to see me. I cannot teach you anymore.
She can't do that.
It is done.
I guess can's not really evidence. Do you think the police would listen? Not to me. You, maybe. They'd reckon I was lying.
Will you really have to go away to school?
She wants me to. Pa doesn't. I'll go and see him. He'll let me go back to Frau Staffel. You come too. If he knows your mother and father still let you go. Hello?
We could tell Clippy. Yeah, maybe. He'd believe us. We could set up a watch. Me half the night, you the other half. It could be weeks before he came back. If he ever does.
Sold it? My piano?
We'll buy you another one. An English one.
I don't want an English one. I want mine.
Now, don't make a fuss. Your mother will send you away to school.
If I don't get my piano back, I'll go away to school.
I'll talk to her about it, I promise. Now, who's that? I won't have shouting.
Marwick! I'm going in. Thomas!
Mr. Marwick, you wait right there.
I'm sorry, sir.
Here, buy a bottle of fizz.
Miller? Oh, Phil. I thought I'd have a word with your father.
What for? You've got no right to come in here.
I want to get you an education, Phil.
I'm getting a job as soon as I'm old enough.
We'll see. Where is he?
Work.
So he's given up drinking, has he?
Yes, he has.
Well, good for him. Where's he working?
You get out, Wicks.
Where, Miller?
The mill.
White's Landing. The single man's quarters. So you're living alone?
He sends me money. I can look after myself. It's tighter than this most of the time.
You can't live alone, boy. I'm more interested in getting something into your head than how tidy you are.
You don't need to go to school to get things into your head. My dad didn't.
What's the matter with you, Wicks? Don't you think he's good enough for an education?
I didn't say anything.
You think because he hasn't had a bath, he's got no brains? He's just as brainy as you, boy, and very nearly as brainy as your sister. Where did the two of you sneak off to this afternoon?
Nowhere. Just swimming.
It's my land, and I'm not having those brats running all over it.
It's no good shouting at me, Mr. Marwick. The court made its decision, and I couldn't change it even if I wanted. The river pools are vested in Jessup.
You listen to me.
No, you listen to me. The public has access to the river. If you try to close it, we'll simply call the police.
That's it? That's the end of it?
It is, I'm afraid.
You think that if you like. There's still plenty of things I can do. You'll soon find out.
That's him.
And she tells me, Thomas, that Irene must go away to another school. But she has won the king.
You mustn't use that language.
But it is my language. And his, and his, and his.
Yes, Lottie. Now, I shall talk to Mrs. Chalmers.
There are things more important, Mr. Hedges. I don't really care for Irene's excessive enthusiasm.
She doesn't feel it's excessive.
What she feels has no bearing on it.
She's very good, Mrs. Chalmers. And Frau Staff was the best teacher in town.
Irene has had all the music she requires. It's not as if she needs it as a livelihood, unlike Frau Stoffel. In fact, I'm pleased to have the wretched thing out of the house. I had some men take our piano away.
My
right. Power is my reward. I shall trample through the green fields of France.
I shall tear this poppy Belgium from her stem. My heel shall grind her petals in the mud. Belgium.
Oh, Britannia, Britannia, pity our distress.
The imperious Kaiser marches his German horde across our plains to carry death. Call it drums, Britannia.
Poor little Belgium, brave but powerless against the foe. Shall she be trampled underfoot while we stand by, neglectful of our pledge? Fight we must, and fight we will. Who will follow? Sons and daughters, speak.
Canada.
I will follow.
Australia.
I.
India.
And I.
New Zealand.
And I.
Louder. New Zealand is loudest.
And I, Mother of Empire. I'm New Zealand, so far from the white.
No, Miller, no. Round vowels. White. Say it.
White.
White.
What? Mr. Hedges says New Zealanders should talk like New Zealanders.
Mr. Hedges is not running this house. Irene, say it, dear. White. Show him. Irene.
White cliffs.
There, Miller, you hear?
1, 2, 3. Hey! Here comes Charming Barney. White sky! You sound like a cow with bloat, Chalmers.
It wasn't her fault. I don't ask her to like me. Cornets, drums, bolters. We know who the fire raiser is.
Who?
Kitty knows.
Who?
Someone.
You don't know anything. We know it's Marwick. We've got proof.
What proof?
The motor spirit can.
Kitty saw him.
Marwick?
Yes. He knocked me over again. He ran the same way and held his arm up.
You call that proof? We found a can sunk in his pool, up by his house.
You didn't see him put it there, though. Come on, Kitty. You'll have to change for dinner.
It's still Marwick.
Sir John French says the war will be won in 3 months.
It should go on longer to teach the Germans a lesson.
I think they've had their lesson. I suppose our men won't have to fight again.
I would have thought they'd want to.
Why should we sign it?
It's no picnic.
I know.
It's their duty to fight. Otherwise, we've wasted all that money training them.
Yes, dear. Ah, there's a new film with the Princess with Charlie Chaplin and Mabel Normand.
No, Francis, I've told you before how vulgar I find these entertainments.
Britannia.
You only saw Broncosilli's Wild Ride.
What calls back the past like the rich pumpkin pie?
These aren't pumpkin, Mr. Wicks. That one's short.
Oh, can't have that. We like to be a baker, Phil.
If I could eat while I bake.
The tragedy of bakers is they all have dyspepsia.
Wicks, go on. Dad, we found a motor spirit can with holes chopped in it.
Where?
The creek. The pool by Marwick's. There was another one deeper down. Couldn't get that. We reckon Mr. Marwick must be the fire raiser.
It's jumping a bit far. Big ones?
5 gallon. Marwick's is the closest house.
Bung holes in the top. Who have you told?
No one yet.
There you go. That's your pay. You better get home, Noel. You too, young fella. It's getting late.
What about the can?
Go and see the police tomorrow morning.
Hot.
Off you go. No dawdling.
I reckon it'd be great being a baker. Clippy reckons you should go to college. It's all right for guys like you. I've got to go to work, earn some money. There were some charmers. Burglars. We should get the police. Might be nothing. Might be just a cat. Could be the fire razor. I'll have a look. Guess I left. See anything? Just the cat. That's what it must have been. Yeah, maybe. Ah! Mind your feet. Someone's damaged the window. See anything? No.
Quickly! Lift the bar!
Trying!
Lift the bar! No! Well done, boy. No! Mr. Wicks, get him some air, quickly! Water! There's pressure here! Quickly, Wicks!
You know, every time I look at the moon, it seems to be another fire.
I can't thank you boys enough. A marvelous job.
It was the fire razor.
It was him, all right. Did you see who it was?
He was wearing a red thing on his head, a balaclava. We couldn't see his face. Not very well.
Yes.
We think it was Mr. Marwick.
Marwick?
We could tell by his eyes.
I hope you boys know what you're saying.
We found a motor spirit can, sunk in the river, up by his place.
And so you put two and two together. I don't like this, Mr. Wicks.
I wouldn't say it lightly, Sergeant.
You didn't see his face, just his eyes.
Yes.
Did you hear his voice?
No, sir.
You?
No.
This is no good.
Sergeant, Marwick was in my office today. I won't say he threatened me, but he came close to it.
All right, I'll talk to him. You boys better come. I'd better have you two, Mr. Wicks. I won't be needing you, Mr. Hedges.
I'll stand in loco parentis for Miller.
Good evening, Mrs. Marwick.
Are you in? Close the door. I'm in a draft. This is quite an invasion, Sergeant.
I'm sorry to bother you, ma'am, but Mr. Marwick I have to speak to. You tell me where you were tonight, Mr. Marwick.
You've got no right to ask me that. I want to bring these people here.
Explain it to me, Sergeant. It is rather strange.
Somebody tried to burn down the Chalmers warehouse tonight. These boys saw him. You think it was you, Mr. Marwick?
You come here bothering me because of a couple of town boys?
Do you own a red balaclava, sir? A woolen garment covers the head.
I know what a balaclava is.
It's hardly the sort of thing my son would wear, Sergeant. You should look for some tramp or swagger. I don't care for this, Sergeant.
I'm sorry, ma'am. But some motor spirit cans were found down by the river, on your farm.
My farm. Since those pools were opened up, all sorts of riffraff can get in. Look somewhere else. I wouldn't be surprised if those boys lit the fire themselves and are trying to wriggle out.
That's not true. Was a man, even if it wasn't Mr. Marwick.
Oh, they're not sure now.
May I see your hands, Mr. Marwick?
What? You have singed hairs on your wrist. I was burning rubbish out in the yard. See for yourself.
The ashes are still hot, if you want to see. This has gone far enough, Sergeant. My son was home all night working on accounts. You're not going to doubt my word.
Oh, ma'am, of course not.
I won't have my boy accused of lying.
Then I must ask you to leave. If you want my advice, question those boys.
My dad believes us, so does Clippy. Makes no difference. Not for that sergeant. He reckons we did it. Yeah, I'd love to get that old tart, Mrs. Marwick. We need evidence. We should get Sherlock Holmes. We can go to the farm, sneak in the back. What for? Quit following us!
We're not following. We can walk here. My father wants to give you a shilling.
Tell him to keep it. What about me? You'll get half a crown.
Did you tell them about the can?
Yes. No good.
Maybe they'll believe it when they get our letter.
What letter?
We wrote to the police.
We said it was Mr. Marwick.
Did you sign it?
Belgium.
Britannia.
That's dumb. They'll work that out. Anyhow, we're going to get some evidence.
Where?
Marwick's farm. But you said they're coming? Yeah.
We're coming too.
No, you're not.
Can't stop us.
It's not your business.
He knocked me over twice.
They'll be all right. They can keep quiet. They'll get caught. That's what'll happen. You need to stop this valve. How? You need to put a wire.
What happened, Dad?
Yeah, good. Stick it in here. Stop this thing moving. Not till you see us up by the barn. When he comes, clear right out. Don't forget to take the hairpin out. Come on. You keep watch. That's it. We've got it. Go back. Split up. Maui.
Edgar! Edgar! What's happening in there?
Those town boys! I've got them cornered!
Maui! Jump!
Rats!
Edgar! Edgar!
Oh, get you, you little brats!
He's gone! I think we've lost him.
The hairpin got stuck. I couldn't get it out.
We got him. We found Motor Spirit in the barn. Where's Kitty?
She went in the house.
Police.
Kitty Wicks. The baker's name's Wicks. He came here, and that teacher. What have you stolen?
Nothing.
How did you get into my house? I won't have it.
So you caught them?
They came to me, Mr. Marwick.
Where's my sister?
What? What's he talking about?
There was 4 of them. Another girl.
I only saw those boys sniffing around in my barn.
What have you done with her?
One thing at a time. I'd like to have a look in your loft, Mr. Marwick.
It better be the last time I see these brats.
See? It was there! He must have shifted it.
Outside!
But we found it!
That teacher of yours might believe you, but I certainly don't.
He came for us with a big knife. And a hay fork. He wanted to kill us.
Quiet! I won't listen to any more of this nonsense about Mr. Marwick or what you found.
There was Motor Spirit in a big can and lots of rags.
Mr. Marwick?
What's going on here?
You keep out of this, Mr. Hedges.
And get off my property!
He's done something to my sister.
If you're looking for the Wicks girl, she's in the house.
Are you all right?
Yes.
Maui, did you lock this child in the cupboard?
I did, Mr. Hedges. I caught her stealing things in my parlor.
I wasn't stealing. Only this.
I've never seen it before.
Where did you find it?
In there. In that room.
The child is telling lies. I've never heard such rubbish. She's making the whole thing up.
I'm not.
Edgar, is this yours?
Of course not. If you ask me, she found it, or stole it somewhere and came here to make trouble. The school teacher's in it. He's been sneaking around on my land.
I was botanizing on a public river.
All right, all right. I'll take this and make some inquiries. You children better get off home. Unless, of course, you want to press that charge, Mr. Marwick.
No, we don't. Just keep them out of my house and off my land.
Come on, quickly. Kitty, you all right?
Yes.
You did very well. How did you manage in that cupboard?
Gotcha. You remember you told us about a man in prison? He recited all the poems he knew to himself.
Yeah.
I closed my eyes and did my Belgium speech.
Come on, out of the way, right? Phil, you're with me. See you later. Bye.
Can't catch me, Orange Chalmers.
Wrote a letter to your father, Phil.
When? What about?
Asked him if I could find you a place to stay.
I've got a place.
Can't live on your own. Asked him about college.
I'm not going to college.
We'll see.
Are those craters?
Yes. Yes, some of those are more than hundreds of miles across. We'll come again when it's dark, Phil. You'll see much, much more then. Well, have you had enough?
Are those mountains?
Yes. Some of them are thousands of feet high. Well, let's pack up. I've got someone waiting dinner for me. We'll come again.
I can see Marwick's. She's on the veranda. He's waiting on her like a servant.
Yes, well, he's probably behaving like a good son. You'll learn much more up in the stars than you will spying down there.
Does that work at night?
That's what it's for. Now, come on. Tonight's the night. Well, I hope you all know your lines. You got all yours off pat, Kitty?
Yes, sir.
Remember, speak out. Throw your voices at the back of the hall. Remember, the voice box is a musical instrument.
Can you see the voice box on the skeleton, sir?
It's cartilage. Wouldn't last.
Could we see Miss Peters, sir?
Not today.
Sir, will the fire raiser's voice box burn out if he doesn't stop?
He won't stop. He'll light some more, I bet.
Well then, Wicks and Miller can put them out. It's a town. The Russians have captured it. It's here.
Sir, the Russians are bombarding the Bosphorus.
Bosphorus, yes. Wicks.
When we fight them again, sir, will it be the Germans or the Turks?
I don't know. The Turks, I think.
Sir, they're no good. We beat them in Egypt.
Some of you boys seem to think this is a joke. Well, men are dying out there, thousands of them. And all because we've got no control of what's in here.
That's perfect. There you are. Go and change.
Good luck, Phil. Remember, New Zealand has a big, strong voice, huh?
Where have you been? Mr. Dobling's nearly here.
Mrs. Florin. Go and change. I'll talk to you later.
I can see my parents. Where are yours? Coming in now with Mr. Joplin. There's Mr. Hedges.
Britannia group over here. Irene, where's your trident? Where's your shield? Honey, you get back in the wings. You're not on for the national anthem.
Good luck, Daphne.
Ready, Miss Bolton? Right. Curtain.
Might is right, power is my reward. I shall trample that. Might is right, power is my reward. I shall trample the. Might is right, power is my reward. I shall trample through the green fields of France. I shall tear the poppy bulgin from her stem. My heel shall grind the petals in the mud.
Oh, Britannia, Britannia, pity our distress. The imperious Kaiser marches his German horde across our plains to carry death.
Poor little Belgium, brave but powerless against the foe. Shall she be trampled underfoot while we stand by, neglectful of our pledge? Fight we must, and fight we will.
Here.
Who will follow? Sons and daughters, speak.
I will follow.
I.
And I, Mother of Empire. Our New Zealand home is so far from the white cliffs of old England that it might be thought we forgot those from whom we sprung. It is not so. Furthest flung of your empire we may be, but our character and customs are your own.
Hear, hear.
We are the Britain of the South. Our men and boys are pressing to join the colours and strike a blow for England and the Empire.
Well done, boy.
Thanks, my good sons and daughters. Your warmth today does credit to your fathers and their fathers. The blood of noble Britain's dead and gone. Together we stand ready. Forth we go to right this monstrous wrong.
Yes, yes, the British bulldog is aroused. Let him come to grips with this German bully.
What a glorious evening. These children, they have shown us the way.
Phil, I've had a letter from your father. Now, he's keen on the college ideas.
Yeah.
As for somewhere to live, I've been talking to the Wickses.
Wicks?
They're good people, Phil. They'll make you clean your teeth, huh? Oh, it's late. Bell. Go on, off you go. We'll talk later.
I know you're excited. Last night was a most unusual night. But I want to say how pleased I am with you. Apart from those who were late and those who didn't clean their shoes, Irene, you did very well. And Kitty, too.
Noel was good, Mrs. Bolton. So was Phil.
Don't interrupt. I'm sure Mr. Hedges will agree. A great success.
Yes, your children did very well. Now it's time to do some work. Unless you've got something to say, Mrs. Bolton.
No, thank you. Junior class. Hurry.
Arithmetic.
I'll deal with you, boy. I've got your name.
This is my land, school teacher! Maui! Run! This way!
Everybody get dressed, get them dressed.
And back, and out, and back. Kitty! Kitty, I told you not to die!
I can't hear, Mrs. Bolton!
Irene!
I slipped, Mrs. Bolton!
Marwick! Marwick! You could have killed someone, Mr. Marwick!
My land, Hedges.
It's a public pool!
Is that what you think? What are you gonna do about it, Hedges?
Alec will kill him. Nah. If Ma gets him down, I'll bash him with this.
Perhaps I can settle it, Mr. Marwick. Perhaps we can behave like adults.
Well, I'm sorry. I told you to stay by the bridge.
We thought you might need help, sir. Did he get you, sir?
I'm all right.
Is Phil really going to live with you?
For a while.
You'll have to teach him to have a bath.
Is it true you'll live with Clippy after? When he's spliced, if he's spliced, did you see Marwick's eyes? I reckon he's going to do something tonight. Yeah, to Clippy.
That's what we think. Someone should keep watch.
Outside Mr. Hedges' house.
And for ourselves.
We could leave and hope for Sergeant McCarr.
Yeah, and sign it Miss Perez. There's a better way than that. Yeah, come on. Close the door. Dark in here. Brought a candle. I'm not scared of the dark. No one will see. Marwick might. Have you seen him? No, but there's a light on. Brought a pie. Done.
Will they wake us? They'd better. Don't trust Noel. We'll take turns staying awake. He can hear the post office clock, an hour each.
He's coming. He's got the sack and everything round his head. Right, let's go. Where's the girl? Asleep, I think.
It's a Marwick.
He's coming with the stuff.
Paid for us.
It could be dangerous. Get back, get back. Where's he going?
Not for our Starforce.
Must be Clippy's. The stinks in here. Someone's been using it as a dummy. Shut up. Get further in. Quick. Must be Clippy's.
Come on. If we lose him now, they'll never believe us.
We can go through the school. He's inside.
He's gonna be in the school.
Get the balloon. No, I'm coming. as you can. We'll have to stop them.
Gotcha!
The police are coming! Let's up! Come on! Too late! Not there, the belfry! Ow! Ah! Let go! Keep ringing, no one's coming. It's Mr. Mallett. He tried to play the school building.
Stay here! The car! I told you to stay outside. Come on. I'll take you home.
In time, our generation would fight its own war. But to this day, I remain proudest of the battle our little gang fought and won that summer in Jessup.